Hello everyone. Today going to revise what we had learned so far in two chapters, number system and polynomial. Although this is another book that is NCERT exemplar, you will get varieties of questions here. That is very good questions from examination point of view, and description is also very good. So we'll have a look. They defined rational into rational. There is root AB is equals to root A into root B. This is nothing but the general identities or a plus b, a minus b, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, a plus b whole square in the form of irrational numbers. Then we have exponents, so the law of exponents, ap into q is equals to ap plus q, that is the base is same, the powers are added, which is same, the powers are subtracted in case of division. Power of power is multiplication of power. If the base powers are same and base is different, we'll multiply the base and keep the same power. So this sort of questions were asked in the examination, like you in front of you, you have 5 by 6, 4 raised to power 1 by 5, 4 raised to power 1 by 6 with a negative sign. And we need to find out the value which is not equals to this, which is not equals to this. So we'll be having 5 by 6, 4 raised to power minus 1 by 30. That is power. If we multiply the powers 1 by 5 into minus 1 by 6, it will be minus 1 by 30. So 5 by 6, 4 raised to power minus 1 by 30. This is the answer, one of the answers. Then we can keep this because it is negative. So we can keep in this form as well. So 5 by 6 whole raised to power 1 by 30. 1 upon 5 by 6 whole raised to power 1 by 30. We can keep it in 6 by 5 whole raised to power 1 by 30. If as the power is negative, we can reciprocate the base. So A is not the answer. That is 5 by 6 whole raised to power 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6. We cannot be able to write it in this form. So this sort of questions may ask in the examination. Which of the following is irrational? So 4 by 9, root 4 by root 9, that is 2 by 3, which is rational. Root 12 by root 3, neither root 12 nor root 3 is irrational personally. But if we can write root 12 as 4 root 3, root 4 into root 3, that is 2 root 3. Root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled here. We can write root 12 as, we can write this root 12 as 2 root 3. So if we'll write this root 12 as 2 root 3 upon root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled. The answer will be root only 2. Root 81 is nothing but 9 only. So root 7 is the right answer, which is not rational, that is irrational. The C part is correct answer. Now, which of the following is irrational? Again, the question asked is root 0.14. 0.14 is non-terminating, terminating number, terminating decimal. So this is rational. 0.1416 bar. The number in form of bar is always a rational number. So B and C are rational. So the left with D, the D is irrational number. We ask for irrational numbers. So B and C are rationals because the number which can be represented in the form of P by Q is rational. Any number in the form of bar can be represented as P by Q. So only D is the number which cannot be able to represent the form of P by Q. There's a rational number in between root 2 and root 3. So it will be root 2 plus root 3 divided by 2. The sum of two numbers divided by 2 is rational. Next question in front of us. Kushagra wrote it as D, but D is 0.18. And root 2 is 1.4, root 3 is 1.72. So 0.18 will go beyond root 3. So D is not the answer. The correct answer is A. That is sum of two numbers divided by 2. The exact number in between these two. Now the value of 1.99 in the form of P by Q will be 2. Value of 1.99 in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0. So if we'll write 1.99999 and so on, it is equivalent to 2 only. That is C is the answer. Now I like one question very personally. This question is question number 16 on your screen. If root 2 is 1.4142, then root 2 under root 2 minus 1 upon under root 2 plus 1 is equals to, if root 2 is 1.412, then value of under root 2 minus 1 upon under root 2 plus 1 is, and I'll show you the options as well. Option for this is 2.412, 5.8282, 0.4142, and 0.1718. Now, this question is challenge for you people. As I told you, we cannot be able to keep any irrational number in the denominator. The standard form is the number should be rational. So we cannot be able to keep any number in the any irrational number in the denominator. And here in the denominator, this root 2 is irrational. So to remove this root 2, what we will do is we'll do the rationalization. And if we have a look on the options, all options are given in the form of numbers only, not in the form of rational. So we need to remove this root 2, as options are 2.4142, 5.8282, 0.4142, and 0.1718. So we need to remove this root 2. To remove this root 2, what we're going to do is we'll rationalize the denominator under the root. So if I'll rationalize the denominator under the root, like if I'll have root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 plus 1, and I need to multiply it by root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1. Very good. Option is C. C option is correct. Need to check whether C is 0.4142, which is the right answer. 0.4142. So plenty of you had given the right answer as 0.4142, but I need to show you how. Because there are many who didn't get the right answer. So if I'll rationalize the denominator here, that is root 2 minus, and if I'll multiply under the root 2 minus 1, root 2 minus 1, what I'll get is, in the numerator we'll be having root 2 square minus 1. In the numerator we'll be having root 2 square minus 1, whereas in the denominator we'll be having root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1. So it will be, D is not the right answer. As you people wrote in the chat box, D, so D is not the right answer. So if we'll multiply it by root 2 minus 1 in the denominator and numerator, what we are going to get is, just have a look. We'll be having under root 2 under root under root 2 minus 1 upon under root 2 plus 1. Now to rationalize this, I think this is not visible to you, so let me zoom it. So to rationalize this, what we are going to do is we'll multiply it by root 2 inside the bracket, inside the root only. We'll multiply it by root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1. So while multiplying, what we'll get is in the numerator we'll be having under root 2 minus 1 whole root, that is square, and there is a root outside it as well, under root 2 minus 1 square, and the denominator will be under root 2 plus 1 under root 2 minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 only, and there is a whole root outside it, so I'll write root here only. Simply I'll write root under root 2 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So when I'll take this, denominator is 1 only, so when I'll take this will be root under root 2 minus 1 whole square. Root under root 2 minus 1 whole square. So when I'll take the perfect square root, that will be 2 root 2 minus 1 only, which is equals to root 2 minus 1. And the given value of root 2 is 1.4142, and minus 1 will give you 0.4142. So this is your final answer, that is 0.4142. That is option C here. So this sort of questions may be asked in the examination. The answer is 0.4142. Plenty of you got the right answer. Likewise, in question number 20, this sort of questions were asked 2 years prior. 256 raised to the power 0.16 into 256 raised to the power 0.09. The bases are same, the powers are added. That is 0.16 plus 0.09, that is 0.25. And 256 raised to the power 0.25. If you remove this decimal, this will be 1 by 4. 256 raised to the power 1 by 4 is fourth root of 256. That is, the answer is A, that is 4. So these were the MCQs. You can have a look on NCERT example. You can download it. Like if they ask root 13 to be represented on number line, root 13 we can have a look that root 13 can be written as the sum of two perfect square as 9 plus 4, whereas 9 is perfect square of 3 and 4 is perfect square of 2. So we can take a right angle triangle whose base is 3 units and perpendicular is 2 units. If I'll take a right angle triangle whose base is 3 units and perpendicular is 2 units, whose base is 3 units and perpendicular is 2 units, this hypotenuse will give you root 13. If I'll take OS center and OB is radius and cut an arc that will intersect the number line at C. So point C or OC, the length OC will represent root 13 on number line. So in this way also you can find out the values that root 13 can be given, root 82 can be given. So we'll need to write it as 9 square plus 1 square. Then 0.123 bar, this sort of questions also we had discussed earlier. So we'll multiply by 10, that will be 1.23 minus 0.123, that is 1.2333. After subtracting 9x is equals to 1.11, value of x is 1.11 by 9. We'll remove the decimal, that is 111 by 900 is the answer. Or further we can reduce it by 3, that is 37 by 300 will be the answer. Is 37 by 300 is the answer. Then they may ask you to multiply the two or more irrational numbers. So if you multiply 3 root 5 minus 5 root 2 and 4 root 5 plus 3 root 2, we'll be multiplying this 3 root 5 into 4 root 5, 3 4s are 12 and 5 5s are 60. So 12 into 5, then 3 root 5 into 3 root 2 or 5 root 2 into 4 root 5, 5 4s are 20 and 5 root 5 into root 2 will give you root 10. That is 20 root 2 into root 5. Then root 3 root 5 multiplied to 3 root 2. 3 3s are 9 and root 5 into root 10. And 5 root 2 into 3 root 2. 5 3s are 15 and root 2 into root 2 will give you 2. 12 into 5, 60. 15 2s are 30. 20 root 10 and 9 root 10. 20 root 10 and 9 root 10 both are having root 10 only. So we can able to solve it as 20 root 10 plus 9 root 10 minus 20 root 10 plus 9 root 10 will give you minus 11 root 10. And 60 minus 30 will give you 30. So this will be the final simplified form for the question given. Now, another sort of question, this. 5, 8 raised to the power 1 by 3 plus 27 raised to the power 1 by 3 whole cube, whole raised to the power 1 by 4. Now this 8 raised to the power 1 by 3 is 2 cube raised to the power 1 by 3 and 27 raised to the power 1 by 3 is 3 cube raised to the power 1 by 3. So we can represent it as 3 cube raised to the power 1 by 3 and 2 cube raised to the power 1 by 3. After solving, we'll get 2 and 3. There is 5, 2 plus 3 cube raised to the power 1 by 3. Now if this 2 plus 3 is 5, this is 5 cube. 5 into 5 cube raised to the power 1 by 4. The bases are same, the powers are added, that is 5 raised to the power 4 raised to the power 1 by 4 and 4 and 4 will get cancelled. We'll get the final answer as 4. 5 into 4 raised to the power 1 by 4, 4 and 4 get cancelled. The final answer will be 5 here. Now the question asks is root 5, root 10 and root 17. You can check me the answer. This is the perfect square of which two numbers? Like root 5 can be represented as 2 square plus 1 square. Similarly, root 10 can be represented as 3 square plus 1 square. 3 square is 9 and 1 square is 10. Now what about root 17? How you will represent root 17 on number line? 4 square plus 1, very good. Manan wrote the answer is 4 square plus 1. So this is perfect. 4 square 16, 1 square 1. 16 plus 1, 17. So good luck, Manan, Viraj. See question number 4. Simple question. We missed it. So find the value of a in the following if 6 upon 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 is equals to 3 root 2 minus a root 3. This is given that 6 upon 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3 is nothing but 3 root 2 upon 3 root 2 minus a root 3. So if I'll take this, we need to rationalize the denominator. We need to rationalize the denominator. After rationalizing the denominator, what we'll get is we'll multiply by 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 in the numerator and denominator. This is a minus b into a plus b, which is a square minus b square, 3 root 2 square minus 2 root 3 square, 3 root 2 square is 18, 2 root 3 square is 12, 6 into 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. There is 18 minus 12 will give you 6, and the 6 and 6 will get cancelled. So this 6 and the denominator 6 will get cancelled. We left with 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. We'll equate it with 3 root 2 minus a root 3. While equating, we'll get, instead of minus a, I'm getting 2. So value of a is minus 2. Shashwat was having a doubt in the previous question that 17 can be written as 3 square plus 8 also, because 8 is not a perfect square. 8 is perfect cube, not a perfect square, and we require 2 perfect squares, so that will be 3 square plus 8 is not the right answer. We can write it as 4 square plus 1 only, because 8 is not a perfect square, and we require 2 perfect square to find out the answer. Like what we discussed in the previous question, here also we need to find the value of a, and a and b. So we'll equate it, we'll find it out the perfect solutions, and then we'll get the answer. Likewise, in 12th question, this is given a is equals to 2 plus root 3, and we need to find the value of a minus 1 by a, that is 2 plus root 3 minus 1 upon 2 plus root 3. This 1 upon 2 plus root 3 will rationalize, and then we'll solve the further answer. Then we'll find out the further answer. Like this. If a is equals to 5 plus 2 root 6 and b is equals to 1 by a, then find the value of a square plus b square. So first we need to find out the value of a plus b. This question may be asked, a is equals to 5 plus 2 root 6, b is equals to 1 by a, find a plus b. So if a is equals to 5 plus 2 root 6, 1 upon a will be 1 upon 5 plus 2 root 6. We'll rationalize the denominator. After rationalizing the denominator, 1 into 5 minus 2 root 6 will be 1 5 minus 2 root 6 as it is. Here a plus b into a minus b will be 5 square minus 2 root 6 square. 2 root 6 square is 2 square 4, and 2 6 square 6. 4 6 are 24, that is 25 minus 24. We'll left with 5 minus 2 root 6. Now a plus b is 5 plus 2 root 6 plus 5 minus 2 root 6 is 2 root 6, and this 2 root 6 will get cancelled. So when we'll cancel this 2 root 6 and 2 root 6, we'll left with 5 and 5, that is 10. So a plus b is nothing but 10. If we require the value of a square plus b square, we know that a square plus b square is a plus b whole square minus 2ab, or vice versa, a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square plus b square is equals to a plus b. All right. This 2ab in the right hand side was actually in the left hand side. That is a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here must be a 2 plus 2ab, and this plus 2ab transposes from left hand side to right hand side. It becomes minus 2ab. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. This plus 2ab transposes from left hand side to right hand side, become minus 2ab. So we'll substitute the values now. AB is what? 5 plus 2 root 6 into 5 minus 2 root 6, a plus a square minus b square. There is 25 minus 2 root 6 whole square, 25 minus 24 is 1. So this is 1. That is AB is 1. We'll substitute the values of a square plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square. That is 10 square minus 2 into 1, 2 into AB. That is 2 into 1. 10 square is 100 minus 2, the answer is 90. In this way also we can find out the value. Now these are the exercise 1.4 is higher order thinking questions. So we need to solve it like a is given a square plus 1 upon a square. We need to find x and y is given. We need to find the value of x square plus y square. Like we did the question of root 2, that is root 2 is 1.414 and root 3 is 1.732. So we need to find the value of this 4 upon 3 root 3. 4 upon 3 root 3 minus 2 root 2 plus 3 upon 3 root 3 plus 2 root 2. So we'll rationalize the numbers and then we'll substitute the values. So this will do in actual classroom. Now I'm moving towards the another chapter, that is polynomial. So we have polynomial. In polynomials, okay, how a plus b is 10. A was 5 plus 2 root. A was 5 plus 2 root 6 and B was 5 minus 2 root 6. Because A is 5 plus 2 root 6 and B is 5 minus 2 root 6, this plus 2 root 6 and minus 2 root 6 will get cancelled. Now 5 plus 5 is what? 10. So A plus B is 10. A is equals to 5 plus 2 root 6 given. B, after rationalizing, we get the value as 5 minus 2 root 6. A is 5 plus 2 root 6. B is 5 minus 2 root 6. While adding this to plus 2 root 6 and minus 2 root 6 will get cancelled. We left with 5 and 5. The sum of 5 plus 5 is 10. You asked the question, you got the answer, I think. Now, we have x square plus 4x kx plus 6 is equals to x plus 2 x plus 3 for all values of x. Then what is the value of k? So if I multiply this x plus 2 and x plus 3, that will be x square plus 5x plus 6 directly, or general multiplication. If I consider the identity of x plus a into x plus b, that will be x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. So it will be x square plus 5x plus 6. While equating with x square plus 5x plus 6, k is equals to 5. That is answer C. The question asks is, which one of the following is a polynomial? Which one of the following is a polynomial? A, x square by 2 minus 2 by x square is not a polynomial because x square is in the denominator. If I'll take it the denominator to numerator, it will be x to the power minus 2. And we know that in the polynomial, the power of variables should not be in the form of negative or fraction numbers. It should be in a whole number, that is 0 to positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not in the negative, neither in the negative nor in the form of fraction or rational. So we'll talk about this. A is not the polynomial. Now we'll talk about B. So B is under root 2x minus 1. This x is also in the root. If I'll remove the root, it will be x to the power 1 by 2. X to the power 1 by 2. So if x is to the power 1 by 2, the power of x is in the form of 1 by 2. This is also not the polynomial. The question asks is, why we take it in the denominator to numerator? Denominator to numerator, because in simply, if the x is in the form of this, x is to the power 1 by 2, x is in the form of this, that is, if the variable in denominator, this is not in the form of polynomial. In the polynomial, the variables are not in the denominator, because here the denominator, the variable in denominator, we need to take it in the numerator, and while taking in the numerator in anyhow, if the power become negative, this is not the polynomial. I got the answer D from many of you. X minus 1 upon x plus 1. Here also the denominator is x plus 1, that is the variable in denominator. This is also not the polynomial, because the denominator is having a variable. And if I take this variable to numerator, the power will become negative. And the last one, that is C1, the leftover is answer. Last one is C1. So here we have root x. If I'll take this root x to the numerator, that will be x raised to power minus 1 by 2. And x raised to power 3 by 2 into x raised to power minus 1 by 2 will become x. 3 by 2 is 1.5, 1 by 2 is 0.5. If I subtract 0.5 from 1.5, we're left with 1 only. So this is 3x. This whole quantity, 3x to power x by 3, x raised to power 3 by 2 upon root x will become 3x. So the final will be x squared plus 3x. This is the polynomial because the power of x become rational, become whole number. Here we have x square, and after solving this, we'll get 3x. So only C is the polynomial. Root 2 is the polynomial of degree 0, because root 2 can be represented as root 2 into x raised to power 0. So root 2 is the polynomial of degree 0, not 1. Because the power, if we have x, then it becomes x raised to power 1. If we don't have x in the polynomial or number, it will be 0. Now degree of this polynomial, 4x to power 4 plus 0x cube plus 0x to power 5 plus 5x plus 7. Degree is 4. Because this term is 0, 0x to power 5 and 0x cube. So highest power left over is 4. The answer is A. This is what we need to put is degree of 0 polynomial is. What is 0 polynomial is? The number 0 only is the 0 polynomial. What is the degree of 0 polynomial? A 0, B 1, C any natural number, D not defined. So degree of 0 polynomial is not defined, because we cannot be able to write the degree of 0 polynomial. We can write 0 as 0 into x raised to power 1 also, and 0 into x raised to power 100 also. We can write 0 as 0 into x raised to power 1000 also. So the degree of 0 is not defined. We can write any number in the form of 0 into x raised to power something. The value of, let's move on to good questions. If we need to check x plus 1 is the factor of polynomial, we simply substitute x is equals to minus 1, and that will be the, if that will become 0, then that will become the factor of polynomial. The Shashwat asked the question, sir, but what in earlier question it was 0 into x raised to power 5, so a higher value will be the degree. Because it was 0 into x raised to power 5, that particular term will vanish, because if we multiply it with 0, that will become 0. So the highest power left after solving it will be x raised to power 4 only. That is, the power will be 4. This is very good question. The last one, question number 19. X plus y by x is equals to minus 1. We need to find the value of x cube minus y cube. And you know the identity of a cube minus b cube in question number 9 of NCERT 2.5 exercise, question number 9 part 2. They said x cube minus y cube is x plus y. Sorry, x cube minus y cube is x minus y. X square minus ab plus ab plus y square. Or a cube minus b cube is a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. So when I get this x cube minus y cube, that will be x minus y, no issues. Now x square minus y square minus xy, x square minus y, x square plus y square plus xy. Now after solving this, what we'll get is, we'll take the LCM xy, that will be x square plus y square is equals to minus xy. Minus xy goes to right hand side. To left hand side, it will become x square plus y square plus xy is equals to 0. X square plus y square plus xy becomes 0. Then here, in the form of identity, it was x minus y, x square plus y square plus xy. So the second bracket will become 0. And the answer will become 0. Now, very important question from examination point of view, like question number 1 or 2. The polynomial this az cube plus 4z square plus 3z minus 4 in z cube minus 4z plus a leaves the same remainder when divided by z minus 3. Find the value of a. So we'll apply the remainder theorem here. We'll substitute z value is equals to 3. Then in the first polynomial, if we'll substitute z is equals to 3, it will be say 27a plus 9 4 are 36 plus 9 minus 4. That will be the remainder 1. And remainder 2 is equals to, when I substitute z is equals to 3 in second polynomial, it will be 27 minus 36 plus 8. Now, after this, they're given the remainder is same. So, R1 is the remainder for first and R2 is the remainder for second. After getting the remainder, we'll equate R1 is equals to R2 and we'll solve the equation, we'll get the remainder, the value of A in this question. We don't have this examples for the same. I can show you the example. No, we don't have examples. So we'll get the value of remainder after equating the solution. Now I'm going to show you another thing, that is your holiday homework, summer homework, and that will be the last class for us. So I'm going to share you with your holiday homework. Here we go. If face mask required root 2 meters of cloth, PPE kit required 5 root 8 meters of cloth, and pair of gloves requires 0.5 meters of material, then find out the total cloth and material for gloves required for a quantity of 500 such masks, PPE kits, and pair of gloves. So what we are going to do is root 2 and 5 root 8 we need to add. 5 root 8 is nothing but 10 root 2. So it will be 11 root 2 total. We'll multiply it by 500 to find out the total quantity of cloth, and we'll multiply by 0.5 meters to find out the total material of gloves. This is a very simple question. In total sample, if total sample investigated for COVID-19 in the month of April 2020 were A is equals to 2 root 3, in total cases identified infected with COVID-19 were equals to 1 upon A. Find the expression for non-infected COVID-19 patients. So what we need to do is 2 plus root 3 minus 1 upon 2 plus root 3, and then we'll rationalize 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus root 3 and we'll get the final answer after A minus 1 upon. We're given the hint to find A minus 1 by. This question also we did in SIR model, that is suspect infected recovered model. If infected patients were represented in the multiple of root 2, after treatment of 14 days, recovered patients were represented in the multiple of under root 2 of under root 2 minus 1 upon under root 2 plus 1. Find the value of under root 2 minus 1 under root of under root 2 minus 1 upon under root 2 plus 1. Provided root 2 is equals to 1.4142. So just before a couple of moments, we discussed the answer. That is 0.4142. We just need to rationalize the denominator. And the last question we discussed is the polynomial is az cube plus 4z square plus 3z minus 4 and z cube minus 4z plus a represents the total number of infected people. Leave the same remainder when divided by the number of doctors, that is z minus 3. We need to find the value of a. So the last question we discussed, z is equals to 3. We need to substitute here. After substituting z is equals to 3, we'll get the remainder 1. Someone requested me to write it down, so I'll write it over here only. Like if z is equals to 3 in the first one, that will be a of 3 cube plus 4 of 3 square plus 3 of 3 plus 3 into 3 minus 4. This is the remainder one. So I'll write it as R1. R1 is equals to this. Now after solving this, we'll get the value of R1. I'm going to upload it this worksheet on Schoolroom. So the value of R1 will be 3 cube is 27a plus 3 square is 9, 9 4 are 36. Then 3 3s are 9 plus 9 minus 4. 36 plus 9, 45 minus 4, 41. So R1 is nothing but 27a plus 45 minus 1, 45 minus 4, 41. This is the value of R1. Now for R2, what we are going to do is we'll substitute the value of this z is equals to 3 in the second polynomial. In the second polynomial, it is z cube, that is 3 cube, minus 4z, that is 4 into 3, plus a. So this will be R2. I'll write it as R2 is equals to this. Now 3 cube is 9, 3 cube is 27, minus 4 3s are 12, plus a. This is the remainder R2. 27 minus 12 is what? 27 minus 12, 15 plus a. And that said this R1 and R2 are equal. So after this, what we are supposed to do is we just need to equate 27a plus 41 is equals to 15 plus a. This will give you the value of a. A. 27 minus 1 is 26a. And 15 minus 24 is what? 15 minus 41. 15 minus 41 is 26, but with negative sign. The value of a is what? Minus. So in this form, we need to solve this question. Now, that's all for the online classes. Whenever the school reopens, we'll let you know how to do it. For further notification, we'll share you the notifications on Schoolroom and by other mediums, reliable mediums. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead. Have a nice vacations. Stay at home. Be prepared. Be safe. Bye-bye, everyone.